gonna do, fiat dollar, or CryptoBullGod and his crypto maniacs and the entire cryptocurrency market run wild on you?
Welcome in. I am the CryptoBullGod, and in today's video, cup and handles. Ooh yeah. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Tradingview, and Instagram at CryptoBullGod. You can also find my brother and I for our joint podcast that we just started on YouTube, as you can see at Crypto Bros right here. There will be more podcasting platforms by the end of the year. Before we get into today's video, please like the video, drop a comment. I love the interaction, and subscribe to the channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm so that we can spread good educational content throughout the crypto community. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm looking to educate, help, and spread sound technical analysis to the community to help others in making informed decisions. The ownership falls on you, however, to make your own personal financial decisions. So, what we're going to be covering today specifically, and you can find this on ETHBTC.com, this is the basic premise of a cup and handle. What you have is it literally looks like a mug. You have this nice giant rounding shape here, this rounding bottom. Okay, that's what's going on. Stronger volume at the top, stronger volume at both ends of the cup. But then as we begin to enter the trough, there's decreased volume. So you have this nice big rounding structure, and then you have a handle of consolidation. So I believe that every chart tells a story. So the story that's being created here is that we've topped. Okay, we've topped in price here. Now what's happening is we're beginning our bottoming process. And the bottoming process just looks like a giant U-shaped formation. Once we hit up to an area at, near, or slightly above what we were prior at over here in the cup formation, then what happens is there's just a further period of consolidation prior to a breakout. Okay, so these are all of the chart formations that we're going to be looking at in the cryptocurrency cycle or cryptocurrency market. There are many charts we're going to look at. This should help you to feel very convicted that many of the charts that are out there are exhibiting a lot of the same bullish structure and are primed for massive breakouts here, I believe, within the fourth quarter, if not bleeding into January. So before we get into all of the cup and handle formations that I have here, I wanted to give a quick update on Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the 3-day chart. Okay, we have the 10-day, 50, and 200 simple moving average here. Blue, purple, and pink lines here, as you've become familiar with knowing. Again, please drop a like, leave a comment. If you have any questions as I'm going throughout here, I can help to answer questions and get back to you. But please, appreciate the interaction. So basically what I'm showing here with these circles, okay, and the orange line, we have a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high that has yet to conclude and formulate here. But as I always say, these are the basic building blocks of bullish structure that we like to see. Remember all the despair and saltiness that took place down here that I've mentioned in my podcast several iterations now. We've gotten out of there. We've broken up to the 50,000 range, consolidated at 40,000, and I suspect we're going to be moving up into the $60,000, $70,000 range here within the next couple weeks. Things will move very quickly during this pattern. So things are looking very bullish for Bitcoin. By the way, if you do, as a reminder, see any green lines, if you see any red lines, green are always areas of support, major areas of price confluence and areas of support. Red areas are major areas of resistance. So let's get into our first cup and handle formation. You will see that I tried to structure the cup and handle formations very similar in nature so that you could see what was going on. The big double blue line here is the cup, and this green area here is the handle that we've begun to break out from. Now, what chart is this? This is the entire total crypto market cap. You can see right now we're sitting at $2.3 trillion. So this is every cryptocurrency lumped up into a chart, okay, the market cap. And as you can see, we've formed this giant rounding formation. We've entered a period of consolidation, and it looks like we've appeared to begin a breakout that could take us well above $2.6 trillion here in the coming weeks. So something to watch for. Let's flip to another market cap view. So again, this was the total cryptocurrency market cap. This is the altcoin crypto market cap. So what this is doing is looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap and then subtracting out Bitcoin, which is about 45% of the market. What does this look like? Does this not look like a very similar chart formation? Look, giant rounding bottom. Okay, we have this red area of resistance, similar to the other chart I showed. We have a red area of resistance. We have this rounding formation. We have this handle that's being created right here. We haven't broken out of that handle yet, but it looks primed to break out here very shortly. And when it does, it's going to be going massively higher. Now, let's get into the last cryptocurrency market cap chart. This is the total 3 chart. So what's the total 3 chart? We looked at the total chart, which was all of cryptocurrencies, the total 2 chart, and this is on TradingView, by the way, and this is everything excluding Bitcoin, so all the altcoins. Now we have total 3. Well, some would debate Ethereum isn't a true altcoin because of its market cap size. This is the entire cryptocurrency market excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. In other words, it's this chart, it's the total 2 chart stripping out Ethereum, stated differently. So this is the total 3 chart. What do we have here? Does this not look similar? This is a giant rounding formation. Look at this. A giant rounding formation here, price consolidation in the handle, and we're primed to break up here within the next couple weeks. Something to watch out for. This is the Ethereum BTC pairing. Anytime we look at a pairing chart and we compare it, in this case we're comparing it to Bitcoin, what we're saying is the higher the relativity value, the higher the strength of price action there is in the altcoin we're looking at in relation to Bitcoin. The lower the value down here, the more the price is moving down on the chart, the greater the strength that Bitcoin is showing in relation to the altcoin that we're looking at. So this is the ETHBTC chart, and this is on a 3-week chart, just condensing price action so that it's a little bit more digestible to take a look at. What do we have here? This appears to be another massive rounding formation and a consolidation handle here. We have another cup and handle. It's important to keep in mind as we go through and we take a look at the pattern that we started off with here that I showed you, the cup and handle formation. Not every pattern is going to look perfect, but we don't want to stretch the idea of what a cup and handle is to fit it in our narrative, as long as it fits the general premise of what a cup and handle is. It's not a V-shaped bottom. It's a nice U-shaped bottom, and the deeper that U-shaped bottom is and the longer in length it is, typically the bigger the expected breakout, right? So this is another massive rounding formation that started in May of 2018. Look at the chart here, May of 2018. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me pointing at the screen. So look, May of 2018, we began our bottoming process, and we bottomed all in this zone towards the end of 19, going into the beginning of 20. We've now peaked up to a similar area in mid-2021. We've now consolidated in this handle formation, expecting a massive breakout. First major area of resistance here is shown at this Satoshi value up here, at this relativity value. Let's get into some other alts that have beautiful market structures, many of which I've tweeted about. So it's important to follow me on Twitter if you're not. In fact, every single chart that I'm going over, not every single one, but at least the ones that I'm about to cover next, all of them I've tweeted about. So if you are following me on Twitter at CryptoBullGod, you would have seen these in the past. This is XLM. I love the market structure on XLM. Again, this one, you can see the price wicks, but paying attention more to the candle bodies, we can see this huge bottoming formation that took place at the end of the last bull cycle, all the way through our bear market, and all the way back up through recent extremely exciting price action. We've had a U-shaped bottom. Notice how the volume is lower down here, higher up here. Here are your volume bars. If I can just zoom in for a second, you'll see volume right here is higher at the top here. It begins to bottom out in this area. And then as we begin to move up, notice how the volume starts increasing down here. So again, U-shaped bottom. We have a little handle here. It's a nice cup and handle. Let's get into HBAR. Does this not look like a cup and handle? Again, this doesn't have to be perfect such that, originally when I had this drawn, and that's something important to point out about charting and technical analysis. You can chart out something initially, but as the price develops, as long as what you rechart or re-edits some of what you're charting based on developing price data, as long as it still fits properly within whatever it is you're charting, it's okay to edit an initial view of a chart based on emerging price data. So originally I had the cup and handle formed right here, right? But upon further inspection, once the price began to further develop in the past several weeks, I feel that it's more appropriate to draw the cup all the way up here, this rounding bottom all the way up here. Now we're getting some price consolidation in here, expecting a massive breakout in HBAR over the coming next several weeks. Let's take a look at the HBAR BTC relativity value. This one, in my opinion, has broken out. So this one had a nice U-shaped bottom. We can see the handle consolidation. We broke up, created a new all-time high with this purple arrow. We've since come back down. We've back tested this trend line, or at least we're getting very close to it, which isn't uncommon. And I am expecting a further break to the upside to some Fibonacci extensions that we've covered in a prior video on this HBAR BTC relativity chart. Now, one of the things I have tweeted about pretty relentlessly is the similarity in market structure between HBAR and one, okay, both components of the holy crypto trinity. So what you'll see on the one USD value, does this not look very similar to the market structure that we just looked at on HBAR? Take a look at HBAR. Take a look at one. So my thesis for the moment, okay, my hypothesis for the moment is that we've had this rounding bottom. We had price consolidation in here, and we did get volume here for a breakout. I am expecting a lot more upside for one. I do believe we've begun our breakout for the cup and handle formation, whereas on HBAR, I think we're still in the handle formation of the cup, okay? But one has broken out. It's at least had its initial breakout from the cup and handle. You can see we've broken up to here. Maybe we back test to here on an area of support at 18, maybe as low as 18 cents, and then I expect further upside up. Let's get it. We only have two more charts left here. This is a quicker video. Let's get into the one BTC chart. We looked at the HBAR BTC chart. Now we're looking at the one BTC chart. At the moment, this one is expressing greater strength than the HBAR BTC chart. You can see this is a huge bottoming formation. Huge. Again, doesn't need to be perfect. You know, Tradingview has its preset limits with being able to use the curve pattern here, but you can see, look, this is a bottoming formation, okay? That's the point. So we can see that in this case on one BTC, we've had our bottoming formation. We had all this price consolidation, and we've broken out. This was massive volume here. We broke out on the relativity chart. And since then, what has happened? Well, all we've done is consolidate. I mean, look at this beautiful. This is on a 2-week chart. This consolidation right here, since we broke out our all-time high, again, what are price wicks? What are candle body wicks? An expression of volatility. So let's not even pay attention to the wicks so much to say that, yeah, price came all the way down here, but it recovered very quickly, suggesting there were a lot of buyers to eat up that price level and continue to push up the momentum and strength that we're seeing here in the BTC relativity chart. So I'm expecting further just price consolidation in here before we begin to see a move up to new all-time highs and some Fibonacci extensions being reached on this on the one BTC chart. The last chart we're going to look at is the last component of the Holy Crypto Trinity. This is Mana on its BTC relativity chart. So in this case, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a giant U formation. Again, this one isn't as pretty, but this is a giant bottoming formation that came up to here. We're now getting a lot of price consolidation in here. I don't expect this to go much lower whatsoever. I think we've bottomed. If we haven't bottomed, we're just about there. But I would expect what you should see next is we are going to eventually break out of this handle, face some resistance, maybe right there at our prior top. But then after that, once we break this top area here, we're going to create all new time highs within the Mana BTC relativity chart. So that's all I had for you today. I just wanted to pop through, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Diaz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not that bad with Spanish. So, just wanted to pop through a few charts here, including a Bitcoin update. I hope you appreciated the today's update. I really miss doing these TA videos. Like I said, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to leave you with a special word like we typically do. So, enjoy.
All right, I want to take the opportunity of talking to a man that certainly has, well, we've seen some tremendous changes come over this man.
What's the cup for?
Generational wealth transfer opportunity, yeah. And this is the crypto bear's realization of cup and handles in the big time, yeah. Cup of handles in the big time, yeah. Because the time is upon us. It's all programmed in, oh yeah. And I am the Crypto Bull God. And this is the Crypto Bull Cycle. And the crypto bears will be no factor.
You say no factor. Obviously, he is a factor, or you wouldn't even brought it up.
Mr. Sarcasm, yeah. I don't care if you have an army of crypto teddy bears, yeah. It doesn't even matter because I am ready and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup and handles, man, yeah. Man! Qual, man! Freak out!